Hey there, I wanted to set up this next video. Interesting cemetery, a lot of history, which of course it would have. So much history in this cemetery, a lot of military service represented, a lot of different families and families that married into families, a lot of older headstones. It's not a very big cemetery, and it's off the main road. You will never see it unless you know where it is. There is a sign on the two-lane highway going into it. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it.
Fielder's Cemetery is a small historic rural graveyard tucked deep within the Walnut Grove community of southeastern Hardin County, Tennessee, near the point where Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi meet. Surrounded by rolling hills and dense woodlands that have changed little since the pioneer era, it remains one of the most secluded burial grounds in the region. Invisible from any public road, the cemetery is reached by starting at the intersection of Barriertown Road and Tennessee 69 South in Walnut Grove, traveling southeast for 2.7 miles, turning south onto a gravel road for roughly 1,000 feet, then turning north and following the road uphill until it meets a paved private road leading directly to the site. Walnut Grove was settled in the early to mid-1800s by families migrating westward from the Carolinas. Early landholders, including the Fielder Haynes and Cossey families, established small farms and homesteads that formed the backbone of the community. Life in this era was demanding and deeply tied to the land. Most families practiced subsistence farming, growing corn, sorghum, sweet potatoes, and garden vegetables while raising hogs, chickens, and a milk cow. Cash was scarce, so bartering goods and labor was common. Neighbors relied on one another for barn raisings, harvests, and help during illness or hardship. Homes were typically simple log or rough-sawn timber structures built by the families themselves. A single fireplace or wood stove provided heat and cooking. Water came from springs or hand-dug wells, and light from candles or kerosene lamps. Children contributed to daily work from an early age, hauling water, tending animals, gathering firewood, and helping in the fields. Schooling, when available, took place in small one-room schoolhouses and often paused during planting and harvest seasons. The cemetery almost certainly takes its name from the Fielder family. Local accounts suggest that William Fielder, or a close relative, was buried on the property around 1880, marking the transition from a private family plot to a community burial ground. This was common in rural Tennessee, where families often buried loved ones on their own land, long before churches or public cemeteries were established. Fielder's Cemetery reflects the economic realities of frontier life. Professionally carved marble and granite headstones from the late 19th and 20th centuries stand alongside older fieldstone markers, simple uninscribed stones placed by families who could not afford commercial monuments. These unmarked graves speak to the hardships of the era when disease, accidents, and limited medical care claimed many lives. According to FindAGrave, the cemetery contains 93 memorials, 81% of which are photographed, along with an estimated 18 unmarked or unknown graves. The region's history is deeply shaped by the Civil War. The Battle of Shiloh occurred nearby in April 1862, and the war's aftermath lingered for decades. Many small cemeteries in the area contain veterans, displaced families, and civilians affected by Union cavalry raids, including those led by Fielding Hearst. Later military service is also represented here. marked by a U.S. emblem monument at the back of the cemetery. Documented in the 1980 cemetery census of Hardin County, Fielder's Cemetery stands today as one of many small burial grounds, preserving the stories of early settlers in this rugged borderland region. It offers a quiet, enduring testament to the resilience of the people, named and unnamed, who carved out lives in these hills, raised families, endured hardship, and shaped the community that remains today. It stands as a tribute to those who once called these rolling hills home. I hope you enjoyed the cemetery walk today. Thank you for watching, and remember to keep digging deeper.